100 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Galactic Republic and Jedi Order preside during a time of centuries-long peace. In a bar on the planet Ueda, Jedi Master Indara is attacked and killed by a woman wielding daggers. The bartender identifies Osha Anasea, a former Jedi Padawan learner, as the killer. Osha, who works as a mechanic doing dangerous repairs on the outside of starships, denies committing the crime when arrested by Jedi Knight Yord Fandar and his Padawan. En route to Coruscant, the galactic capital, Osha's fellow prisoners escape and leave her to crash land on the planet Karlak. She sees a vision of her twin sister, May, who was presumed dead in a fire that seemingly killed their family when they were young. Osha deduces that May is alive and the one who killed Indara. Jedi Master Vernestra Rowe sends Master Sol, Osha's former teacher, to Karlak with his current Padawan, Jeki. They find Osha and Sol accepts her theory about May. May meets with her mysterious master, who has challenged her to kill a Jedi without using a weapon. May attempts to kill Jedi Master Torbin in a temple on the planet Olega, but is prevented by his Force meditation. Torbin has been floating in silent meditation for over a decade. Vernestra sends Sol, Jeki, Yord, and Osha to investigate this attack. May regroups with her supplier, Kymir, who is helping her hunt the 4 Jedi that were stationed on her and Osha's home planet, Brenock, at the time of the fire. Indara, Torbin, Sol, and the Wookiee Kalnaka. Kymir provides May with a poison and warns her that she still needs to kill one of the 4 without a weapon. May offers the poison to Torbin as absolution for his past. He stops meditating and willingly takes it, dying just as the others arrive. May escapes, and Osha poses as her to get information from Kymir. He reveals the existence of May's master and her plan. That night, Sol confronts May and reveals to her that Osha is alive. Osha attempts to stun May but misses and May escapes again. She later threatens Kymir over talking to the Jedi, but he convinces her to spare him because he has learned that Kelnaka is living on the planet Kofar. 16 years earlier, Osha and May live with a coven of witches on Brenock. Their mother and coven leader, Mother Anasea, claims the twins do not have a father. They were carried by another witch, Mother Coral. Anasea teaches the children that the Force, which she calls the Thread, is misused by the Jedi. They undergo a ceremony to be inducted into the coven, which May is excited for, but Osha is not. Before Osha is inducted, the ceremony is interrupted by the 4 Jedi who express concern that the witches are training children. They claim the right to test the twins for their suitability to become Jedi. Anasea asks the children to fail the test. May does, but Osha passes and tells Anasea that she wishes to become a Jedi. Angry that her sister wants to leave her, May locks Osha in her room and burns her diary. The fire spreads and Sol helps Osha get to safety. They see May seemingly die and find the rest of the coven dead. The Jedi take Osha to Coruscant and Sol promises to train her as his Padawan. On Brenock, May is shown to have survived and started looking for Osha. May and Kymir begin searching for Kelnaka on Kofar, where he has isolated himself in a forest. Sol discusses May with several Jedi Masters who believe her master must be a fallen Jedi. They send him and Osha to apprehend May with a group of Jedi, including Yord and Jeki. On Kofar, they use the tracker Basil to begin searching for Kelnaka by following his scent. Osha's connection to the Force begins to grow again, and she connects with a large bug called an Umbra Moth, which attacks them and is killed by Sol. May begins to feel that her mission to kill a Jedi without a weapon is impossible and no longer relevant to her now that she knows Osha is alive. She captures Kymir in a trap and rushes to turn herself in to Kelnaka, planning to reconnect with Osha and tell the Jedi what she knows about her master. However, she finds Kelnaka has been killed by someone using a lightsaber. The others soon arrive and surround May, ordering her to surrender. May's master appears behind them wearing a helmet. He activates a red lightsaber and uses the Force to attack Osha and the Jedi. May's master kills all the Jedi except Yord, Jeki, and Sol. Sol saves Osha from May's master and demands that he reveal his identity. He claims that they have already met and then vanishes into the forest. Jeki captures May, but her master arrives to kill May for trying to betray him. Jeki breaks his brittle helmet before she is killed, revealing him to be Chimere. Sol questions Chimere, who says the Jedi might call him Sith, and he now intends to kill them all to keep his existence secret. Yord ambushes Chimere, disarming him, but is quickly killed. Sol fights and overpowers Chimere, but is stopped from killing him by Osha, who plants a light on Chimere that causes a colony of Umbra moths to attack and carry him away. May uses Osha's stun gun on Sol so she can speak with Osha, but they end up arguing about each other's choices, and May uses the Force to knock Osha unconscious. May steals Osha's clothes and poses as her sister, returning with Sol to the Jedi ship. They are followed by a suspicious Basil. Chimere frees himself from the Umbra moths and finds Osha unconscious in the forest. Chimere takes Osha to an unknown planet where he dresses her wounds. He claims to be a former Jedi who was betrayed by his master, drawing parallels to Osha's past. She is wary but agrees to try on his repaired helmet, which is made from the lightsaber blocking metal cortosis. On the Jedi ship at Kofar, interference disrupts Sol's attempts to contact the Jedi Council. A partial message about losing his whole team makes it to Coruscant. Sol asks May to help him fix the ship's power, still believing her to be Osha, and she is attacked by Basil. May overpowers him. She tries to get Sol to tell her the truth about what happened on Brenock, but her wording reveals to him that she is not Osha. When the ship's power is restored, Sol stuns May and leaves with her just as Vernestra and a small band of Jedi arrive to investigate his message. They find the massacre and suspect a fallen Jedi is responsible. The Jedi Mog suggests that only Sol would be powerful enough to kill so many. When May wakes, Sol says he will tell her the truth about what happened on Brenock. 16 years earlier, the four Jedi discover the Coven while investigating a potential vergence in the Force on Brenock, which could create life. The Jedi Council decides that the twins are too old and should be left with the Coven, despite Osha's wish to become a Jedi. Coral stokes May's anger over Osha's decision, leading to May accidentally starting the fire. The results for the twins' M count, which shows their Force sensitivity, indicates that they were artificially created with a single consciousness split into two bodies. Master Torben, eager to return to Coruscant, sees this as proof of the vergence and rushes to retrieve the girls. Sol follows and the pair confront the Coven before Kelnaka and Indara arrive. Sol kills Anasea when she attempts to use her power. The witches possess Kelnaka and use him to attack Torben and Sol until Indara overpowers and kills the witches. Sol is unable to save both May and Osha from the burning fortress and chooses to save Osha. As they return to Coruscant, Indara decides to blame the incident on May's fire and not tell the Council about Sol's actions so he can train Osha as his Padawan. Sol takes May to Brenock and sends their location to the Jedi. Osha has a vision of May killing Sol and agrees to lead Chimere to her. A mysterious figure watches the pair depart. In the ruins of the witch's fortress, Osha confronts May as Sol and Chimere fight. May disarms Sol after he defeats Chimere, but chooses to let him live so he can confess his crimes to the Jedi Council. Sol reveals that May and Osha are the same person, created through the vergence on Brenock, and admits to killing Anasea. Osha angrily kills Sol using the Force, corrupting the Kyber crystal in his lightsaber, which turns from blue to red. She and May escape before Vernestra arrives with a group of Jedi and finds Sol's body. The sisters reconcile, and Osha agrees to train with Chimere. He uses the Force to wipe May's memory. On Coruscant, the Senate launches an investigation into the Jedi Order. Vernestra blames the murders of Indara, Torben, Kelnaka, and the witches on Sol, despite sensing Chimere's involvement. Chimere was once her apprentice, and she wants May's help to find him. Vernestra reports to a Jedi Master.